Scott, a good win last night. What are your thoughts from the game?
Yeah, I think first of all, obviously a really good result. Overall, had a difficult couple of days. We couldn't train on Sunday because obviously there's snow, so we didn't really have any prep. On the Monday, we're trying to pick lads up from the apartments because they can't get out of the car park. So sort of preparation-wise wasn't ideal. We did have a chat before the game. Listen, make sure you're right. We've had a difficult couple of days and we started really poorly, and we got punished early on from some individual mistakes and quite not being at it. But after we got that probably first 15 minutes out of the way, I thought after that we sort of grew into the game, and I thought second half performance it was exceptional, to be fair.
And so, as you mentioned there, the difficulties in preparing for the game, do you think that sort of added to the slow start?
Yeah, I think so. I think, we're all human beings and sometimes we like to get into a routine. We couldn't really do the analysis till in the hotel before the game. We usually do that before the game. We usually talk about the opposition and what we're going to do, so we sort of missed out on a full day's preparation, really. And that shows, and that sometimes the human beings are not robots, so sometimes that can subconsciously affect them, and that showed in the game.
At 2-0 down, they were the stronger side, I'm sure you'd see. But then you went on to win the game. How impressed were you with the character inside? Yeah,
I thought Southampton started really well, and I thought they showed a lot of sort of pace and sort of aggression in their attacking play, and we struggled a little bit. The sort of boys, even though we weren't playing well, I thought we created chances, and from that point of view, that gave me a little bit of confidence. And then when we got a goal back from, obviously, Courtney's from a set piece, which just gets us back into the game. And basically the conversation at half-time was, we can't affect the past, but what we can certainly do is affect the future. And I expect us, with the quality in here, if we get our game going, to go and win the game, and that was a challenge for them, really.
And that second half, you really did show your dominance, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a great start. I thought the second goal was obviously a great goal from a great bit of quality from Michael Zyro, and obviously Donovan's on fire at the moment, took it round the goalkeeper and finished it really well. And from that point, the game totally changed, and I thought we controlled the midfield. I thought the back four sort of worked out what they were trying to do and stop that, so stop the source. And then I thought our front four was always going to cause them problems, and that certainly came up in it towards the end of the game.
Can't not mention Donovan after last night. 3 more goals from him. He's having a great season, isn't he?
Yeah, I think we set Donovan some really big challenges. We made him captain and gave him a bit more responsibility to be the leader of the team and set the standard. We sort of showed him some of the stats around the first team in terms of some of the physical stats that they're at and where he wasn't quite at. And then we've asked him to be a little bit more like probably what the first team striker does, which is not so much run down the sides, which is his strength, but actually develop his hold-up play. And I think that's added another dimension to him, and I think at the moment he's doing really well, and I think that probably he's ready now for come January for another challenge. Now that might be to step into the first team squad, or probably might be more likely to go out on loan and play some men's football, and let's see if he can do it against 25-year-old, 26-year-olds who know a little bit more about the game.
5 games unbeaten in all competitions, and you're up to, I think, 7th in the league. It's been a good month for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said in all the last few interviews, I can see a team developing. I think 1 or 2 introductions in terms of some of the players coming back to the quality. I think Ben Goodliff's had a really good sort of impression on the team in terms of his defensive work as well. But yeah, obviously football will always be about players, in my opinion, and obviously when you drop in a Gibbs White, a Ronan, a Courtney House into the already good squad, then obviously the levels are going to go up, and we look like we're going to win games. And I think the good thing is that we're really dominating games as well.